Victor, so I might have the East Plaza all to myself.
What about the cops?
Oh, lately it's been okay. They're pretty much leaving us alone. We stay on the plaza and off the stairs. See, you should have been here with those CDs now. I want to be there when the museum opens.
Yeah, I thought Sandy was going to be here for breakfast with us.
It would be good to have a new supply of CDs. I was down to just 3. I think I'll bring 10 today, maybe 15.
Yeah, sure. Bring 15. You know, the new CDs all have cellophane around the cover, so you can lay them out on the street for people to look at and not worry about them in the wet weather.
How many CDs are we getting?
Well, we're getting 500. Mario got us that good deal, $3 each. And this time the CDs are being burned by a real company, not just by Mario. But we had to get 500 in order to get that full deal.
Well, it's lucky we were able to put together that $1,500.
Yeah, and at $15 each, we'll clear $13, and eventually that's $6,000.
Well, that eventually needs to come pretty quickly. You know, this is getting harder all the time. A lot of people don't even have CD players anymore. And it's impossible to survive just on tips. That's for the young busters who are looking for a little pocket change.
Something going for you, Henry. You have interim lover.
Ah, yes, I'll always have interim lover, my claim to fame. And good for a royalty check every 3 months.
Anytime new people come by and start to listen to you, you tell them that you're the guy that wrote Interim Lover. And then sing it for them, the original version, before the Squibs recorded it.
Yeah, then I'll say I'm still buddies with the Squibs.
Yeah.
Well, the guys in the original one.
Well, that always draws attention. Henry, this is nice hot coffee, but in that cold weather out there, it's going to cool down pretty quickly. So eat it, drink it as soon as you can so that you still enjoy it. And this is a cheese sandwich, actually 2 of them. Cheese is good, you know, because even if it freezes out there, it'll still taste okay once it gets in your mouth.
Okay. I love you, Rachel.
Hi, Henry. Hi, Rach.
Hey, Sandy, something wrong? We were expecting you for breakfast.
Very wrong. Mario is gone. Maybe left town.
Oh.
I don't have your CDs. I don't have anything.
What?
Ernesto was there, and he let me in and showed me Mario's side. It's empty, except for the table and the chair. They backed up his computer, his keyboard, his amps, his CD burning stuff, everything.
Oh.
He probably moved out over the weekend. Ernesto said he still owes him a month's rent. He didn't leave any kind of address. He just disappeared.
With our money?
I guess so. I mean, if he left town, he didn't take 500 CDs with him. He may have never even put the order in with the CD manufacturer. I mean, he might still have your money.
Oh, God, we need those CDs. That's mostly how we get by.
I just don't believe Mario would ever do that.
Well, don't say never. I called, I texted. No response. Maybe later I can go over to the building, see if I can find his apartment manager.
We struggled to get that money. We got $500. We just need those CDs.
I understand.
I've known Mario for 20 years. He was actually the manager of a band I was in.
Yeah, but he's been doing drugs these days. And when people are doing drugs, you can't trust them. Even their best friends can't trust them.
We are screwed.
You know, Henry, we still have 80 CDs. You know the ones I'm talking about?
No, I am not selling defective CDs. They're from the batch that Mario burned himself. only 2 or 3 of the tracks even play, we were never going to sell those. We were just keeping them around so we could slip good CDs into those sleeves.
Yeah, but maybe we don't have a choice. You know, we've got to eat.
I'm trying Mario again.
What? I'm going to rip off the people who like my music? The people who are generous with their money? When they get home and that CD won't hardly play, they're going to think I knew that that CD wouldn't work. Some of them might come back and demand their money.
You can't busk just for tips. You'd be out there all day and then just lucky if you make 50 bucks. We can't live on that. And we can't pay my medical.
You could ask Lou and Jeff for some money.
Yeah, they're good guys, but they're tired of hearing from me. A lot has happened to the Squib since I wrote Interim Lover for them. I'm just a bit of band history now, a pathetic bit of band history. I'll just busk for tips until we get enough money for new CDs.
Well, I don't think that's an option, Henry. I know this hurts. I know it hurts you terribly. But you need to sell those bad CDs. When people are desperate, they go out and rob banks. We're just selling a few CDs. And they're just CDs where only maybe a couple of the songs don't play. Maybe some of them 4 or 5 of the songs play rather than just 2 or 3. Or maybe they've repaired themselves over time.
I'm trying Mario again.
CDs don't repair themselves. Fuck, this is the worst. I sing in the pouring rain. I sing myself hoarse. I've been robbed by toughs coming back here. But selling fake CDs, that's the worst. That's the bottom. I should just do drugs like Mario to kill the misery.
Drugs do not kill misery. The only thing, they just make more misery. You know that, Henry.
I don't know. You know, sometimes drugs kill the misery just when you absolutely need that to happen. I mean, you shouldn't make blanket statements.
What are you talking about?
I'm saying there's a strategic use of drugs. Therapeutic use. A time when it makes sense.
Just shut the fuck up, Sandy. I don't want to hear about this.
All right, all right. We don't have to agree about everything. I just wish there was something I could do. Anything. If I had some extra money, even a little bit of extra money.
We know you would, Sandy.
Is that your famous Busker's coffee, Rachel? Keeps a musician warm and energized all day long, even on a snowy day?
Yeah, Henry likes his coffee with a lot of milk and real sweet. So I make it with whole milk and honey instead of sugar. But we're running out of honey.
Oh, I'm gonna try just a little taste, see what I think of it.
Oh, okay, but be quick about it. I don't want it to cool off while you have the thermos open.
Just a sip.
Henry, you've just got to sell those CDs, okay? Or talk to the Squib guys. Or maybe get a job.
But I've never had a job except music. Now I'm in my 50s, no degrees, no skills, no work history that an employer would recognize.
Well, maybe you could find something, Henry. If I could work, I would be out there working.
I know.
What are you doing there, Sandy?
It's just a little vitamin C. Keep Henry from catching a cold out there. You don't mind, do you, Rachel?
Of course not. Thank you, Sandy.
I'm so sorry, Henry. If there were any other way.
But there isn't. I get it. I'm off now. I should be at the museum by 9:40. I can play for the people who are waiting for the museum to open. I've gotten some good tips that way. I'll grab those CDs on the way out. I'll bring 10 of them. It's going to be hard as hell for me to peddle those CDs. I don't even want to look at them. The whole thing makes me sick.
I'm sorry, but you're a great musician. and a songwriter, and my love. Poor Henry. Selling those CDs he knows are faulty. Life has been hard for us, but this is just the worst.
I think I'll shove off, Rach. Today is gonna be a bad day for Henry. But maybe not so bad.
Perhaps not.
The guard behind the big black desk asked who I was there to see. I stumbled with my answer, I just come inside to pee. I'm sorry, sir, he told me, as he gestured for the door. Cold streets, cold streets, cold streets, once more. Cold streets, cold streets, cold streets, once more.
I brought you back a lost husband. Lucky I was walking by the museum today. I watched Henry play for about an hour. I could see that he was coming down from the high. But even so, I wasn't sure he would make it home on his own.
Oh my gosh, thank you, Emily. Do you think he's okay? What happened?
I'm not sure. Was Henry taking a drug? Something pretty damn strong? He was wired. He was high. He was amazing.
I was amazing, Rachel. I was. It was like I was a young man again. Like the early days, it all came back to me. Melodies running through my head, ideas for new songs, chord progressions.
He was a crazy man. He played like a crazy man. The people loved the music. The crowd got big and then bigger. When some people left, other people came by and listened. They formed a circle around Henry, and it was almost like he was doing a concert.
And they tipped big time. I never even took out the CDs, Rachel. I didn't have to.
He told the crowd about Interim Lover, and he played it like he used to. But he also told them about a new song, and he sang it. It was an absolute squib song. Cold streets, warm hearts.
I'll sing it for Lou. I'll sing it for Jeff.
He was flying high today. I kept my iPhone on and recorded it.
I'll sing it for Lou. I'll sing it for Jeff.
He must have been on something. This wasn't like Henry. He was wired. He was weird.
No, of course not. No drugs. Just my sweet Busker's coffee. Henry's just a creative guy. That creativity had to come out somehow. Just
Creative
come
guy,
out
Emily.
eventually.
I'm a creative guy. It all had to come out, that's all.
Yeah, he was flying high. I kept my iPhone recording on while he sang the new song.
Rachel, both the museum guard and a cop came over to listen to me, not hassle me. They stood there and they listened to my music.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Sandy. You should have been at the art museum today. Henry was smoking.
I was. A museum guard and a cop both came over. I got tips. I wrote a new song.
Really? I'm so impressed. Great going, Henry.
I never even took out those bad CDs. Never gonna sell a bad CD. Not ever.
Bad CDs?
No, don't worry about that. That's just a piece of ancient history.
Oh, I heard from Mario. He's in a little bit of trouble. I mean, he'll always be a sketchy guy, but he doesn't steal from his friends. He said you'll get your money.
I knew Mario wouldn't steal from me. He was the manager of a band I was in once. Or was I the manager of a band he was in once? Anyway, Rachel, we'll get CDs manufactured with the $1,500 and we'll put in a few new songs on them.
Yeah. Sandy, Emily's been asking me about how Henry got so creative today out there. She was even asking about drugs. But that's not it, Sandy. Henry's just a creative guy, and that creativity has to come out somehow. You understand how that is, right, Sandy?
Drugs? No. Just a creative guy.
Yeah. Looks like maybe we should order a pizza.
Hey, that sounds great, but
We can pay out of the tip money.
yeah, it sounds great, but I think we should only order for the three of us. I think Henry's not gonna be in this world for a while.
But when he wakes up, what a happy guy he's gonna be. A new song for the Squibs.
What's the name of the new song? Oh, let me guess. The Magical Busker's Coffee?
No, it's Cold Street's Warm Heart, and everyone loved it.
Cold Streets, Warm Hearts. That's a good title. And I can see where it comes from. I love you guys.
Oh, this song is so beautiful.
It's so beautiful.